Well, to give, I bring two important experiences. The first, as principal of MCOST up till August this year, I was very enthusiastic to ask my colleagues to join the project, because at the college we have quite a big number of people and young people who require the support and the change of heart in the way we teach and in the way we accommodate their needs. But as EfVET president, this is my experience now, we bring to it a network of people who are committed towards the needs of young people with a number of disabilities. And we are very enthusiastic about our contribution. We will continue to contribute by focusing on two important aspects that I think are important to give and are important for the future of inclusion at a European and a global level. And this is the issue of governance, which GIVE stands for, meaning a clear vision of what we want to achieve by preaching about inclusion in practice, not just in theory. And the second aspect that I feel is very important is that we create in the process of the project strong leadership abilities, not of just the people who are now working in GIVE, but also of the future of GIVE and the future of those institutions, both educational and in employment, that will implement the required procedures and the processes to be as inclusive as possible. I have met people here in the network, company people, who employ about 3,000 persons, of whom 2,000 have issues of inclusion. Now, this is a fantastic example, like the example we have seen yesterday. In practice, these companies are putting inclusion in action. In any changes that you need to implement in society, I think the biggest challenge any education or employment agency has is to change culture. And sometimes we believe that culture can be changed from a top-down approach. Well, yesterday, in one of the multinationals who are working with Cometa, but I have seen it happening even in my small country, Malta, those policies that are bottom-up, coming from the workers through good leadership, have a better effect on a culture of inclusion. I can give you one example which I have myself witnessed at the College of MCOST. About 3 years ago, we implemented a program, a CSR, but rather than calling it corporate, we said this is a community social responsibility program. There was resistance to it. The idea was to inculcate in very young people, 16 to 20 years of age, the idea of voluntary work, which is rewarded by the college through credits in their CV or in their final Europass supplements. Today, I'm very proud to say that every year we gave to the community of non-governmental organizations, which varied from young people to organizations that take care of animals, to older persons' homes, to philharmonic orchestras, to any NGO, over 84,000 hours of voluntary work per year. And the culture has been inculcated in young people that besides education and training, voluntary work is as rewarding as your results in your examinations and in your assignments at college. I think this is the approach that we need to take in changing culture and making sure that the word inclusion does not become a privilege, but becomes a natural way of approaching the environments that we need to create, whether in places of work or whether in education institutions, where everyone counts, where everyone is important, where all the needs are being met, whether they are physical needs or intellectual needs or social needs or medical needs or financial needs. We have encountered all of these issues when we were addressing such concept of inclusion. Inclusion as a concept and voluntary work for inclusion also gave us the opportunity to address dropout rates. And the dropout rates were being met by enticing young people to stop from their studies if this is boring, if they want to a change in their study approach, and go for voluntary work or go for agencies or firms that would employ them on the condition that they can do CSRs, corporate social responsibilities or community social responsibility programs. And I think this is the approach I would advocate even at European or global level. I think we need to approach inclusion from a bottom-up approach. We need to start seeing an investment in an inclusive society, and that everyone counts. Every type of learning has a value, and therefore every person has a value. And that value is not a privilege, but it's our natural way of seeing and ensuring that young or older persons have a place in society, a place which gives them more freedom and more interdependence with the world that we claim to be a normal world. There is no such thing as a normal world. We all live in one world.